Hey guys, happy Monday. So I'm gonna do a cooked dinner with me tonight. I'm making one of my family's favorite, most requested meals, lasagna roll-ups. My girls ask me to make this all the time. So I'm gonna show you how to make them. So I have 12 lasagna noodles that I cooked until they were done. And then I have a pound of lean ground beef that I seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. So that's already finished. So I have, hang on just a second. Maybe one of these days I'll make one of these videos and actually have everything I need. So I have 15 ounces of, this is the ricotta cheese with part skim milk. Just because I am trying to keep this lower calorie. But you can of course use the full fat ricotta, no problem with that. And then I'm adding in an egg. I don't know why. I have made this recipe for probably 10 years and now I have it memorized by heart. But the first time I ever made it, they said add an egg to your ricotta cheese. And so I have done that ever since, and I don't know why, but I do, because that's what it said to do. Okay, so I got that all good and mixed up. Again, that's 15 ounces of skim ricotta and an egg. I have a jar of ragu simply. You could use any marinara or spaghetti sauce. I like this one because it literally is like no sugar added, so it's like healthier for you. There's only like 8 ingredients in the whole jar, so as close to homemade as you can get at the store. And then I have Parmesan, shredded Parmesan cheese, shredded mozzarella. So those are your ingredients. Now I'm going to show you how to put them together. Your counters will get messy when you do this. So just fair warning, I told you. So I have one lasagna noodle here. I'm going to show you one, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we get them all in the pan together. So you start out with the ricotta mixture. And I literally just put a couple of little dollops on there and spread that out. And then you add just a little bit of your sauce and spread that out. And then you take some of your ground beef and finally the Parmesan. And then you literally just take and start at one end and fold it over and make your roll up. So I'm gonna roll the rest of these up and then I'll show you what it looks like when we put it all in the pan. All right, I have a 9x13 pan. I'm gonna spray that with non-stick cooking spray, and then I'm going to put just a little bit of the spaghetti sauce on the bottom of the pan. This just keeps it from keeps your lasagna roll-ups from sticking to the bottom of your pan. And again, it doesn't take much. You're just going to put a little bit and then spread that out, and then the lasagna roll-ups go right in here. Okay, so I have all the lasagna roll-ups rolled up and in the pan. So whatever's left in your jar of spaghetti sauce, you're just going to pour that evenly over the top of your lasagna roll-ups. And then I just take the spoon and kind of spread that out so that it's kind of all evenly distributed. And then, because you can never have too much cheese, we're going to go in with some more Parmesan and mozzarella. I would say I probably use about half the bag of mozzarella because there's no mozzarella in the roll-ups. It all goes on top. So I probably use about half the bag of mozzarella because we like ours cheesy. We're cheesy people. These are going to go in the oven on 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. I usually check them at 15. I like all my cheese to be melted and kind of almost a browning on the top, and the sauce to be bubbly. And that's how you'll know when it's done. And I'll show you what this looks like when I pull it out. So I just pulled these out of the oven. And that's what they look like. So good. Look at that. Yummy. So I'm going to serve this with a side of broccoli and some not so healthy cheese stuffed breadsticks because it's all about balance, right? So that is lasagna roll-ups. Make them for your family. They will then ask you to make them all the time. All right, guys, have a good night.